Okay, so hi dear Taurus, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a general love reading for all the Taurus Sun, Moon, Venus rising from 29th of December till the 4th of January 2026. Roles can be reversed also, and if it is not resonating, this is not your story, honey. Please keep that in mind. It's a journal reading. For personal reading and healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below for the same. Want to be a reader like me? You can purchase my courses. Links are given below in the description box for tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass. So let's start. Okay, honey. Taurus, and I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling stable. That's why I'm doing the readings. Don't worry about it. Let's see the overall energy or the current energies for the situation right now. We have Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. There is underlying energy of anxiety, stressful thoughts, being not being able to sleep at night because of a situation that is related to your past. Okay, this is not a new love situation. This is something that happened between you and someone at some point of time. There is this energy of coming together, coming back together, reconciliation, but at the same time there is a lot of on and off, in and out, confusing thoughts about the situation, whether you should go for it or not, whether you guys should do it or not, or there is a choice between a past person or new energy or new person or new connection that you might be dealing with, or simply a choice between a past person, past energy, and yourself. But there is definitely a sense of on and off, in and out, regarding a situation that is still very much attached to you, that you still very much care about, even if you are not in love. There is still care, there is still this energy of this person or this situation should be fine. Okay, there is this energy of collaboration, partnership, a past person, choice, decisions between something or someone from your past and something or someone from your current energies. And there's underlying energy of stress in that. Okay. Let's see your person or your partner's current feelings for you right now, Taurus. Knight of Pentacles. This is someone who feels like they're stuck on you, they're stuck in the situation, nothing is moving forward. Things are very slow and or they are actually completely shut right now. Let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles here. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Yes, this person is feeling no matter how hard they are trying to put in the effort and energy in this commitment, in this connection, in this bond. This is very heavy and burdensome. Nothing is moving forward. For some of you, it was a marriage or commitment that you guys were dealing with, and for some of you there was a desire to be committed or to be in a solid relationship with someone. Whatever it was, things are very slow right now, and or almost nothing is happening, and it is creating a very heavy, burdensome, and dense energies for this particular person to deal with. They feel like doing something about it, but they're feeling like they can't do anything about it because it takes two to tango, right? Let's see, what do you feel about this particular person or situation from your side, Taurus? Four of Cups, you're kind of feeling disappointed and or you're feeling confused because you do have options, but you are kind of stuck on a particular kind of a person or situation or a specific person. So you are feeling disappointed because you're not getting what you want. Let's clarify the Four of Cups here, Taurus. We have the Eight of Swords, Three of Wands, and Seven of Cups. Okay, emotionally overwhelmed, mentally exhausted. You are not. You are right now feeling like you should keep moving forward in your life, even if it is most stressful phase of your life. It's stressful because you're not able to get what you want. It's not stressful because you're single or you're doing your own thing, right? Because you are kind of stuck on a specific and or a specific kind of a person that should be in your life, and when you're not getting it out of the options that you have in your life, it is kind of emotionally overwhelming and mentally exhausting because you can't stop thinking about it, like when, right? And physically you are trying to move ahead, and being in this optimistic and positive energy that one day you are going to be there. Okay, one day you are going to meet that king or queen of your dreams, whatever you call it. Let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions for the situation between you and them, Taurus? Okay, come on. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is someone who is willing to put in the effort and energy and start from the scratch, kind of a deal. This is somebody now who wants to be serious about the situation. Wow. Now they are ready to do something about it. Why? Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles here, honey. Taurus. We have Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, and Four of Pentacles. This is somebody who's not able to walk away from you completely. They're not able to move on. They're holding on to the situation. They're holding on to you for dear life. Like this is like as if you are the last person on earth. And let me tell you something very, very bizarre here. This person is not in love with you. They find you very, very easy to deal with, comfortable, and somebody with whom they can feel very safe, secure, and comfortable, and whatnot. This is not about love. This is about their own selfishness, but they think that this is love, this attachment that they feel for you, feel when they are with you. So this person is not able to move on. Actually, now they are like, I cannot move on and I don't want to. And they want to hold on to this connection for dear life. Like whenever they are going to get a chance, they are willing to put in the effort and energy from their side. They are willing to start from the start. But out of this selfishness of, because Taurus feels like home, right? That's the deal. Okay. I think most of the earth signs give the vibe of safe space or safe home space kind of a thing to others in romantic connections. That's why people like them. But Taurus people are very boring, to be honest with you. Not all of them, but most of them. So, like when somebody is in a connection with Taurus, they might not take them seriously or something afterwards. I have seen a lot of people cry for a Taurus person because they feel safe and they feel like home. And it's not a matter of proud or selfishness or anything, it's just a fact, right? Because a lot of people are like, yes, Taurus people are like this only, Taurus people are like that only, we are like this. You're not nothing special. Have every one of us have positives and negatives and pros and cons and everything. I don't know why people feels good about being a certain zodiac or not. We have Ten of Cups as your intentions here. You want something solid, long term committed, something that you can rely on maybe for the rest of your life. You want something beautiful. Let's clarify the Ten of Cups. Happily ever after. Maybe you're not even ready for it, but you want it. It's like, yeah, I want it. This is good. Let's see. We have Eight of Wands and Seven of Wands and Strength card. See, I'm telling you, you want to talk to someone about it. You want to have connection with somebody with whom you can see a future with, but you don't want to do anything about it. Okay, it's basically you want to dream about having a family someday, having a lover someday, having a partner someday, but you don't want to do shit about it right now. You're like, yeah, I can talk to somebody about it. I can talk to a mature and grounded and sorted person who might want the same thing as I want, but I don't want to do anything about it. I can just talk, right? So at the end of the day or month or whatever, you just want somebody by your side with whom you can feel comfortable with and with whom you can see a future with, but you don't want to put the efforts and energy, you don't want to work for it. As simple as that. You're like, yeah, I want it, but I don't want to do anything about it. That's like, it's like that. Let's see what could be the possible outcome for you guys till the 4th of January, Taurus. Queen of Cups. It's all about you being with yourself at the end of the day, having this self love, self care, self healing kind of energy. And you might feel some kind of emotions towards something or someone, but you are going to keep it to yourself. You are going to be like, nope, let's keep it to myself. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups here. Oh my God, let's see. We have Ace of Swords, Three of Cups, and Nine of Pentacles. Okay, it's like you are going to get the proper clarity and understanding of a connection, of a collaboration, of a partnership, and you are going to choose independence. You are going to choose yourself. You are going to be like, yes, this collaboration, this partnership, this coming together, coming back together. It seems like a fun idea. Either you are going to keep something or someone at arm's length distance. You are going to be like, okay, this collaboration, this partnership, we are good, let's have fun, let's connect, let's do something together, maybe work or something like that, or maybe just hang out for some time or something. But at the same time, you are going to make it a point, you are going to make sure that you are not going to lose your independence and freedom, and at the end of the day you are going to come back to yourself. It's like it's like you are going to give 30% of your energy to a collaboration partnership, to be with someone again, or maybe to start a connection with someone. See, it can be a new person, it can be a past person, it can be like simply the idea of connecting with multiple people at the same time. But whatever it is, whatever you are going to do, you are going to have the proper mental clarity and understanding of how much you are going to give it to this like portion of your life, and how much you are going to keep for yourself. And it's like mostly you are going to keep it for yourself. Let's say, for example, you are going to have a party 2 3 days, and 2 days of the week, and 5 days you are going to take the rest and just be by yourself. Just an example, but this is the outcome that I'm getting here. Something or someone related to your past, or some kind of choice or decision that you guys have to make regarding your past or a present situation, you, while you are going to make it mentally very very like clear in your head. Maybe you're not going to announce it, but you are going to be very very clear about it, and you're going to choose to keep something or someone around you, but mostly it's going to be between you and you only. Okay, it's like you dating yourself. Hmm. And making sure that you are giving yourself everything that you wanted from somebody else or something else. Told you last week was also very nice for you guys, like reading it. It's like the saga continues in this one. We have Hanged Man, Five of Swords, Queen of Pentacles as guidance. See, there are going to be days when you are going to feel restless, stressed out, where you might feel like little lonely or sad or depressed. Don't forget why you are here. Like don't forget all the lessons and the blessings and everything that you have got till this point of your life, Taurus. Okay, don't forget that you have come to this point. You can definitely rest, you can definitely take a break, but you should not stop, right? Because you have not come to this point of your life till this, like till this far for nothing. Okay, so don't lose your essence. Your essence is groundedness, maturity, compassion. But at the same time, don't fall for the trap of, oh, other people should be there, somebody should love me, then only I'm going to feel happy, then I'm going to feel wanted. Don't look for validation from the outside world. Your mind is definitely going to create stories or scenarios that's going to tell you that you're alone, you're sad, you're depressed, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Don't listen to your mind. You have learned the art of living by yourself and enjoying it to the fullest. Now, for those of you who are sulking and crying and want other people to make them happy, guess what? You are always going to be miserable until unless you are going to learn to love yourself fully and accept yourself fully. Then you are going to get everything in your life naturally and organically. Try to understand the point here. And if you cannot, I can understand. It's completely fine, my love. Cool. So that's the guidance for you guys. Your mind is going to make stories and scenarios that might make you restless for some time, but come back to yourself whenever you can, to your true essence, and try not to listen to your mind too much. It's going to mess you up a little bit. So let me answer one of your questions related to this particular area of your life. This portion also might or might not resonate, my love. And what else? I'm going to give you 10 to 15 seconds to get the answer. If you're not, that time is not enough, you can pause and unpause whenever you feel like. So let's start. You can close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, ask your question 3 times in your mind space. Keep it short, simple, and very, very precise. And I'm going to give you the answer in the next 10 to 15 seconds, and your time starts now. Okay, so the answer to your question is unlikely. Unlikely is actually no, but it's not a full no. It's like the future is fluid, and if anything changes, the results can also change. That's also written in the guidebook, the same thing. This is the answer for you guys. For the time being, it's a no. So, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.